Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a look at a demo for a game called Beware, which caught my interest when I first saw a little trailer for it. Essentially, this is a dark, atmospheric horror driving game, in which we are in this grimy fog driving around through a creepy place with people pursuing us in other cars. So we started off just dropped here in our car, in some kind of like mobile home graveyard. So get going, I guess. Turn on the headlights. The controls are pretty weird. It's arrow keys and the right control to turn on your headlights. Actually, you probably don't need those right now. It's not actually that dark. So, not really sure where we are, but it doesn't look like a great place to be. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to use the handbrake, because the handbrake is spacebar, and you need the mouse to look around. But man, that engine sound. I mentioned too, this is made by one guy, so it's not like even a big indie team or anything. So apparently there is actually stuff to check out here. There's some story stuff, there is a chase, and also maybe some creepy stuff hidden around. I haven't looked into it too much because I didn't want to spoil it. Okay, I've gotten myself stuck in the mud. I did notice in the opening there was some credit for a specific driving engine, so there might be something fancy going on with the car in the mud here. Is this a road? Or a river? Oh, yep, it's a squirrely dirt road. Well, oh. Were those people? No, okay, that was just the mark on my windshield. I thought there was someone walking around over here. Also, if you're someone who gets motion sick from janky movement in games, this game is a no-go for you. That's what you're supposed to do when you're stuck in the water, right? Just floor it and flood the engine. You gotta be gentle. Alright, well, I don't know where we're going. I don't know if we should be just going and see what happens. I mean, the headlights don't really seem to help with all this fog. They kind of just put like a wall of light between us and where we're going. But yeah, I don't think I really looked too much into what's in this demo. But I do know there are things that can happen. Let's just get away from this motorhome graveyard. Okay. Suppose we'll take the turn off into the woods. This looks like a not very happy world that this game is set in. Like, a real shitty post-apocalypse. Of course, it might also just be Virginia. I'm not really sure. Okay, we got these reflective strips. Well, we got some lights up ahead. What's this? Hydroelectric dam? I do like the fog effects, though. I think this looks pretty good for a Unity game. So I don't think we can get out of our car at all. I don't think there's any, like, get out and explore, at least not yet. Though I think that'll be in the final game, apparently. Yep, that's someone right behind us. Did they... No, okay, they got back in the car. I think they stopped. Okay, we got the rear view mirror. So this is the spooky guys who are just chasing you for some unknown reason. I'm trying to turn in either of these directions. I mean, it's not easy when someone is ramming into you. Really don't know how we're going to lose these guys in this car on these roads. I feel like this is a horror concept that doesn't get touched enough. Just being pursued in a car for reasons you don't know why on a dark road. Like, I'm sure horror movies do this on their own, but not as the central concept, just as like a single scene or something. What if I just rammed them into a tree? But yeah, this is not the ideal kind of road for trying to outrun somebody. It's all slick and slippery. Even just keeping this car straight is a challenge. I keep tapping to keep it centered. I don't think they're having nearly as much trouble as I am on these roads, though. It's just like 4 dudes in a car wearing like leather jackets. Well, I tried to pit maneuver them and I pit maneuvered myself. Oh geez. They're coming to get me, Barbara. Thankfully, they have to get out of the car to get me. I don't have to get out of the car to run them over. I wonder if I'm going to run out of road. I mean, map, I guess. I don't really know how much you can consider this a road anymore. Ugh, the sound of those rocks hitting the bottom. I feel like I'm driving into a swamp. Oh no, not a good time to get stuck. Death. Driver is dead. Alright, so that was a real bad place for me. I got stuck in the mud and got presumably pulled out of my car and killed. So that's what happened if we go that way. What if we go the other way? I don't think we can go that way. There's not really a road. And I don't want to take this thing off-roading on purpose. structure here. Don't know what this is. And I can't get out of my car, can I? It's like an ice cream store. Long abandoned. Yeah, I have a feeling we don't want to go out there into the foggy moor. You know, with these driving conditions, this almost feels like a quap-like when you're trying to get away from those guys. I don't actually remember where that road is now that leads us where we need to go. So I might just be doing circles around this RV park. I think it's this way, right? Yeah, this is the turn off into the woods. And then once we pass the dam, our pursuers come after us. And hopefully I can hold a course long enough to get away from them this time. I mean, this thing goes real fast when you get up to full speed. It's just like controlling it at that speed. Oh yeah, they see me out the window and they're like, oh, get to the car. Alright, gentle tapping motions to adjust. We do have a handbrake, but again, I have to take my hand off the mouse to use it. I'm gonna try to go this way this time. Be very gentle with the handbrake, otherwise you will spin out. I say, even though I only used it once. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. Everything is fine. See? We're good. Totally excellent. Motherfucker's not gonna win this race. Okay, maybe we're not so fine. But we're not stuck. There was a house there. I don't know. We're just gonna keep going. I feel like my windshield is starting to come off. Oh, shit. I think we're back where we were before. I think I did a loop or something? I can't tell. It's hard to tell what part of Brown Woods we are in at the moment. But I guess if we start seeing some RVs, we'll know I've gone backwards. Oh, I think we're losing them. I mean, they're still back there, but... they must have pegged a tree or something. Oh, they're gaining. We're definitely going somewhere new, because that like antenna tower wasn't there before. Come on. We got a straightaway here. As you mentioned, there's no shifting or anything, so I don't know if there's any way for me to go faster. And I can't really... there's some, like, weird structures on my right that I want to investigate, but I can't really stop. Just gotta hope this road leads me somewhere. You know, I wasn't sure that there would be driving-related death as well, but I hit that railing real hard on the driver's side. Alright, let's give this one more go. I would like to actually see the supposed story event that can occur in this, but I think we need to escape our pursuers for that to happen. I mean, people were saying the driving sound in this game is like, you know, 2000s racing game sound, but I kind of feel like it's not that inaccurate for a piece of shit car like this. Like, I feel like we're driving a Lada. This engine is not exactly supposed to sound like a champion of the road. Ooh. There's another car here. Not really anything I can do, though. Oh no. I was wondering if maybe I could swap out. That looks like a better car. Alright, let's find the road again. I think this is the right way. You know, there's another game I plan on doing a full playthrough of soon, because it's a fairly short game that also reminds me of this, though that has a much more distinct retro aesthetic. But just little bits I've seen from that remind me of this, of driving through very run-down places that are kind of mysterious. So I gotta remember to slow down when I see those, like, pagoda-looking things on my right. Otherwise, I'm going to die of impact. I'm gonna get caught before I even get past the gate. This is good, like, ominous chase music, though. But yeah, I feel like with... Oh. I'm not even going that fast. I feel like with how squirrely the controls are, I really don't have time to look around. I'm so focused on, like, just constantly adjusting so I don't die. Or get rammed off the road. Maybe I should have hung a left there this time. But I know this route, so I guess I should stick to it. They're kind of jiggling me all over here. Car that looks like it ran off the road. Maybe that's what these guys do. They run down anybody who passes their territory. Like, I wish I could do that without worrying about dying imminently. Get a good look at my pursuers. Alright. That probably didn't feel good. Though I think the movie Duel is a little bit like this, except with a big truck. Yeah. They got to my driver's side through that fence that he was stuck on. But yeah, I think Duel is kind of some, like, crazy trucker guy just runs people off the road, and it's a battle of wills between him and the main character. Which is also a Stephen King book, or short story. Okay, that one didn't go so hot, so let's give it one more go. What's the fast way out of here? Thought it was along here. And then hang a right. But yeah, there's really not a lot to this yet. It's just intriguing to me. Like, I kind of want to see what they can do with a whole game about being in your car in a creepy, unhappy place. Oh, there's the fucking ice cream shop again. Picture a game that's just like the end of The Mist. Except without all the child hilariously murdering. Where you're just driving through this hostile place with weird creatures all over. And your only solace is your car. Because there's really not that many driving post-apocalyptic games. Or games with a heavy vehicle focus in a post-apocalyptic setting. I mean, obviously there was Mad Max, and that was pretty good, but that's a very different kind of setting. It's mostly just deserts you're driving through there. With some very cool storms. I would like to do an LP of that game someday. I know people are probably not going to be big on it because A, it's sort of open world, and B, it's a licensed game. Oh, Jesus. How is that not a death screen? I don't even know how we rolled like that. But it's cool. I guess the things that can kill you in this are pretty limited to getting grabbed by the ghoulies and hitting something real fast. And I was going pretty slow when I rolled. But yeah, I think I'd like to do an LP of Mad Max. It's a pretty fun game. I mean, you know, it was made by Avalanche, they of the Just Cause games, so I don't know how I did that either. They didn't even get close to me before I spun out. But yeah, they made a pretty good licensed Mad Max game. It's only the story that's kind of weak, as expected, because it has to be a prequel that doesn't affect Fury Road at all. I'm gonna go try going left this time, if we even get to the friggin' turnoff. But I really wonder how big this map is. Because, I mean, obviously when you're making a map where you're driving, you have to make a much bigger map than you would if you were just walking around in a woods. There's the antenna tower, so did I take a shortcut here? Ah, let go of me, you fuck. He's basically stuck on my back corner again. This is gonna be the end of me. You really can't get out of the mud quickly, even if you go slowly. If you look at the options here, there is rear stiffness and front lock, and I'm wondering exactly how much you can adjust that to do something different. I don't really know what these do. They seem like very vague settings. It's not like I'm messing with the differentials here. I think that just has to do with your handling a little bit, but I don't know. Did it get, like, way darker? So I might have to play a little bit of this on my own just to kind of figure it out, and maybe we'll give it another go once I've mapped it out a little better in my head, and kind of see what there is to see in this demo, because I think this is pretty cool. Again, I didn't really do much more in this video, but drive and get killed, but I'm intrigued, and I want to see more of this and see where it's going, and maybe keep up with it as it develops. So for the moment, this has been Beware, and I hope to come back to this sooner rather than later. Anyhow, you folks all have yourself a nice day, and if you ever find yourself driving through a bleak-ass place like this, don't stop for anybody.